Everybody, what's going on? This is Two Bubs, One I am Matt.
It was so smooth.
It's like the teleprompter froze.
I had a stroke. I'm Matt Butera. Next to me is the jolly, very soft Eric Biggs.
Hi.
Next to me,
sweet boy.
next to Eric is
Next to me, next to him. A little bit farther down the line.
next to the garbage pail, where he should be, Mr. Brent Bradley.
What's up, yo?
Yo, yo.
All right, so back to domestic
I
violence.
hated that. Why did I do that? That was so gay.
I was.
What the fuck? Oh, my God. What just happened? I think I blacked out. It's transferring. Fucking... Man had a stroke and then hit me with fucking...
He like touched you and then it came over to you. Don't fucking touch me, bro.
Figgity fresh, dude.
Oh. So back to domestic violence.
Yeah. Everyone's favorite topic on podcasts.
I run this call at like 3 a.m. in like Lake Travis, like this super swanky neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it's for like, it just says injury. And we walk in the house and there's this like big fucking dude. He's standing over the sink and his nose is bleeding.
Okay.
And I get up and I see that his nose is like broken and the skin like split like this and is like flipped out, right? Like the bridge of his nose is sticking out. And I get in there and his wife's like, yeah, he was coming down the stairs. He's been drinking and he fell. He his head on the coffee table. And here we are. And I was like, oh, okay. So I walk in, and they're being, like, very passive-aggressive to each other. He's, like, in the sink, and he's like, thanks, Diane. I really appreciate this. And she's like, you're welcome, Greg. And then they're just, like, this weird energy.
Dude, Diane and Greg is a rich, abusive couple.
For sure.
Yeah.
100%.
And Diane is definitely the abusive one, for sure.
Well, so this guy's, like, standing there, and I'm, like, walking around trying to, like, piece together what's going on.
Yeah.
And my partner's getting him on the stretcher to take him out. And I'm looking around, and these motherfuckers got white carpet. I'm like, okay, he fell down the stairs. He hit his face on the coffee table. There's no blood on this carpet anywhere. Like, that's weird, right?
Yeah.
So, like, we get him in the ambulance. She's staying because she's hammered. And we're driving.
Oh, they'd both been drinking.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm,
okay.
like, trying to talk to him. I'm like, hey, man, so, like, what? You fell and you hit your face on the coffee table? He's like, yup.
You betcha, bucko.
I was like, okay, whatever, you know. And then he's like drunk and he's like sitting there, he's like bobbing, and I'm trying to type on my laptop, and I just hear him go, "You're a pretty big guy. You've been probably punched in the face before." And I was like, "Did you get punched in the face?" And he goes, "I didn't say that." And then he just goes back to like bobbing his head. And I was like, "Okay," and just go back to typing my report. And I hear him go, "That bitch hit me with a pan." I go, "She hit you with a pan?" He goes, "I didn't say that." I was like, "You literally just said it out loud." He's like, I didn't say that.
Sir, you're on a podcast right now.
She hit him with a like the typical like
Yeah.
cartoon. I hit him with a frying pan.
Yeah.
Literally hit him with a frying pan and like smack right in the front of the face, which pulled his nose skin down,
Yeah.
split
Jesus
it,
Christ.
broke his nose. And
Imagine
then
the ding.
Oh,
The thing
yeah.
that'll go through your skull when you get hit with a frying pan.
like a cartoonish sound.
Thank God.
It would literally be.
Dude, thank God the cast iron phase hadn't started
Oh,
yet.
shit.
That guy would be dead.
Oh yeah, or he would be without a nose.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like, and then you know what? Like, I was just like, bro, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I took him to the hospital and I left. I didn't call. I didn't tell the cops. Like I actually the next day I got mad about it. I was like, I 100% should have fucking called the cops on that lady.
Yeah, because if it was the other way
If
around.
100 If it
Yeah.
was the other way around, I would have had the cops there before I left.
Yeah.
That dude would have been in handcuffs in a cop car.
You would have
before
put him
I
in
took her.
handcuffs.
Dude. I would have fucking
Brent would have shot him.
but no, that dude's like, yeah, I got hit in the face with a frying pan, and I was like, crazy, bro.
Pussy.
She's hot though, huh?
Oh, yeah, what did you say to deserve that?
I was like, I get it, bro. She's hot as fuck. I wouldn't want her in jail either, you know? But yeah,
Dude, imagine the makeup sex from I hit you in the face with a frying pan.
Jesus Christ.
dude,
That lady's getting choked.
bomb.
For sure.
Because, like, I've had...
She was like, I was just being a brat.
Yeah. It's just naughty.
He wouldn't say good girl.
Call me your angry little bitch.
And then as soon as he does, bang! Just looking for an excuse to
What'd
crack
you call
this
me?
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun night.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
You have a lot of good stories.
I got to try to figure out how to bring them all to the stage.
Mm-hmm.
I think someday maybe it would be fun to have like just to put out a half-hour special of only like shit that
EMS.
happened when I was in the EMS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More like a
You know
more
what
like
you should do?
domino.
Do like a theme tour, just you and a bunch of EMS guys.
I've thought about there are some pretty like good comics that are up and coming that
Yeah, and you guys should
that
reach
are,
out
like,
to
medics and
Gnarly's.
nurses and shit.
Gnarly's will probably be a good first stop for you guys.
Dude, Gnarly's fucking rocks. I love
Yeah,
Gnarly's.
yeah.
Yeah. And then as you're driving over there, oh, that's a big house.
So we started doing. Oh, dude. So for everybody out there, me and Alex Cunningham and Dylan Pop and Justin Moreno went on like a 5-day tour and hit a bunch of shows.
And if you're wondering who are those other guys, we understand why you thought that. We know why you're saying that. They're nobodies. Except for Alex. I love
I
Alex.
was gonna say, I was like, Matt's over here like, I don't know why Alex doesn't take me on tours. And he's like, oh yeah, it's fucking nobody. All right, big dog.
Hey, he gave me a fantastic introduction the other night.
Did he?
He said one of
He
my
said
good.
he was your friend?
He said, he did. He said one of my good friends. He's one of the best comics here. He didn't say that, but he he didn't call me fat.
Alex actually wasn't even there.
I introduced myself.
The baby brought him up. He was like, wah, 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 wah.
Matt's
Speaking of, I don't know
actually
why it
been in a
reminds me
psych
of this.
ward this entire time.
Oh,
That's
why I
not
got on
funny.
that was the big house thing.
Oh,
We
yeah.
talked about it. I
Yeah.
was like, and so that turned into a thing in the car where
Yeah.
we'd be like, ooh, that's a nice house. And it would just be like a shanty in the middle of fucking Oklahoma. And it was just like, anytime we saw one, it's like, look at that nice house. And it was always just a fucking shack. Oh, it was a fun time. I had one of my worst bombs ever
Yeah.
on that fucking trip. Night 1, baby.
Yeah.
Night 1, Oklahoma. I bombed so hard. Dude, I did 20 minutes for these 2 girls that loved fucking everything.
Yeah.
And then 28 other people
They were like,
that were like, you suck. Dude, I'd get them to crack a smile and I'd be like, oh, I'm about to get them back. No.
they were just showing
They
you
were
their
just-
fangs.
The whole time they were like, mm-mm. Dude, it was so bad that I was like, Dylan was about to come on stage, and I was like, you
Well,
guys
you
ready
don't-
for your next comic?
If you guys don't like that, you're really not going to like this.
Was it your next comic? And they were like, I was like, he doesn't deserve any applause anyway. Fucking Dylan Pop. I just brought him. He was like, what? And I was, dude, it's your turn. I don't fucking know. I can't right now. I just walked off stage like, oh man. Night
What was
1.
his first? Did he say, "Well, fuck that guy"?
He did say something awful
Yeah.
like that, and they got a little laugh. But it was a tough night. I mean, everybody was just that was a. I don't like to blame it on crowds, but that was a fucking weird crowd.
Yeah. You say it was Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. And then night 2 in Kansas was fucking amazing. We had like 100 people in this brewery.
Yeah.
That was a really fun show. Colorado the next night was fun. And then the last night of the tour, my birthday.
It's a birthday.
It's my birthday.
Happy
exhausted.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I'm exhausted because I've slept like 4 hours on this trip because Dylan snores like a fucking freight train. Dude, insane. Also, me and Alex slept together the whole trip, and I'm pretty sure at one point we slept in a twin bed together. It was insane.
Were you
Both
little?
the right size. So
Dude, we were laying down in this bed, and our shoulders were touching, and the edge of the bed was right here on both sides. We were like, well, this is going to be a long night.
How are we gonna fuck on this thing?
Well, now I know why I wasn't invited on tour. If you can't fit the twin bed.
Matt's like, I can't sleep in a twin bed by myself.
There's bed requirements.
Yeah, so what we get into?
Oh yeah, the birthday. So our last night we're in Santa Fe in New Mexico, and there was an okay amount of tickets sold. I think we had like 30 tickets out, and I was just exhausted. Like I didn't realize just 4 days on the road, 4 shows back to back.
Yeah.
Was like, and not sleeping a lot was just like way more exhausting than I expected it to be. And
It's a young man's game.
dude, you're not kidding.
His hips.
So then we get this. So I'm already like just kind of in a funk, and I'm like, it's my fucking birthday. I gotta have a good show tonight.
Yeah.
And then we get to the venue, and it's gonna be great because the comedy has its own room. There's a fucking real stage, lights, sound system, the whole shebang. We don't even have to set anything up. And so we get there. The show has to start at 7 because we have a hard out because they have karaoke right after.
Yeah.
We walk in at 6:20. They have just set a 15 top in that room with children at the table and a birthday cake.
Hey, before you continue this, you've told this already the last time you were on here because you were on here right after your tour. Just so
we
you
talk
know,
about
but if you
this?
want to keep talking about it, go ahead.
I legitimately couldn't remember if we
No?
did or not. And I
No,
said,
you 100% did because then...
then
because I was like, I know
then
Brent's
I want to cut this whole thing. That sucks.
Oh, well, I thought you had a point in telling it.
No, I just didn't
Oh,
know we had
okay.
talked about it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways,
because
go
you got-
check out that episode.
Yeah, because you were talking about how they didn't clean up.
Oh yeah. I don't remember that.
See, I knew that you had told me about it, but I didn't remember if it had been on the pod or not.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyways,
I'm gonna have to work real hard to get Matt to be the this episode. Our listeners are like, "Hey, bitch!" We've already heard this,
repeating a long story is so
bro. How much of that had I told?
The entire
probably all of it if it was
Yeah.
on the
And you
pod.
let me keep going?
It's funny that you let him get this far.
I mean, that's a real move. If I'm like, how do I get this?
thing. Nice try.
I gotta redirect
Yeah.
this over to Matt. You know who else me today is fucking JP.
Yeah.
I had the fucking gong hid back here because I was gonna fucking dong it when you guys were saying something dumb.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to see it. And JP goes, "What are you hiding the gong?"
Good for you,
So
JP.
maybe he's the I'm throwing real hard.
Britt's just gonna keep on pointing things out and go, maybe they're the I don't know.
Yeah.
JP's girl walks down the stairs. She's clearly the
My
I don't like how she walked down
American
the stairs.
Airlines is
Yeah. He's go, dude, this one time I ordered a
can't
pizza
believe I
for my
reported-
ex-wife.
Dude, you let me
I
go on
think
for like 10 minutes. Motherfucker.
That's so funny.
That was fucking. Did you know the whole time? The whole time, dude.
Yeah.
It might be the funniest thing you've ever done on the podcast.
Dude, this
I
is
know. I have my moments. They're far and few between.
this is
but-
why you have to have a
Fuck,
sober
damn
guy. Because if you just have two substance users,
Dude, you and me would just sit here telling the same
we
story.
just have we have the
We'll
same
literally turn into
conversation.
Celia's podcast.
Oh, it'd get viewers? What the fuck?
I'd like viewers. But I don't think they'd like it if we told the same story over and over. It's just me being like, did you guys know this one time I had a birthday?
But I was
Also-
on the road, and I was snuggling
Again?
in a bed.
On the road again.
You remember when you and Alex couldn't fit on the bed together? Yeah.
Alex would beat the shit out of you.
Okay.
That'd be hot.
Dude, actually,
Alex-
that would be the funniest
It
fight
would
to
be
watch
hilarious.
ever. Dude, Alex fucking... That dude has gotten big. Like, he's still little. But, he's fucking
Oh.
jacked.
He's jacked.
For
Yeah.
his
That
size.
reminds me, fucking Michael, the guy you're going against in the first round.
Oh, I forgot I'm in
He
a
has
roast.
so.
Fuck, I forgot about that.
He told me not to say this, but fuck you, Michael. He's been listening to the podcast, so he knows everything about you, pal, that you've said on the podcast.
That's fine.
No, but it's enough. Like, you don't know him at all. You when I said, hey, you know who you're going against, you're like, never seen him.
Yeah, I looked him up.
You-
I saw what he looks like.
That's what you're gonna go with.
Yeah.
I mean,
like,
that's a pretty easy
I
way
am
of roasting.
joke writer, sir.
It's pretty
You know?
easy
No,
to
I'm
roast a
not.
guy
I
by
don't know.
going like, "Yeah, no one knows who you are, pussy."
Well, but
That's true,
the
yeah,
thing,
yeah, yeah.
like, but also,
I tried to do research. You have no online content.
well, also, you're gonna have to explain in your roast what you're talking about because the crowd's not gonna get it.
Yeah,
Like if you're roasting about shit nobody knows, dude. It's I feel like if I was like,
this guy
hey,
repeats stories on a podcast.
that would actually be fucking hilarious. If he was like, this dude looks like somebody who would repeat a story on a podcast.
No, but he went deep in. He was like, he looked at videos of you boxing and fucking fighting and stuff, and then he looked up your record.
What was he trying to get turned on? What are we talking?
Yeah, he's an alcoholic, of course.
What?
Huh?
Did that
I
translate?
took it back from you.
Not yet, but it's kind of what we're working on. We still got like 48 minutes to go. You know?
It's all right. Everyone's turned it off.
Yeah, and
They're
well,
going,
it's
Did
kind
they
of a
upload
cool.
the same video again?
I think it said you do like 3 back-to-back jokes, but you get
No,
rebuttals
so
and shit
apparently
like
you get
that.
a minute.
Yeah,
So
you
you
get
do
a
them-
minute to rifle off. You look like jokes, and then you like go back and forth. You get to respond and shit.
Yeah, for 4 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, no, it's definitely gonna be fun.
I don't know if I'll win. I don't really care. It's a fucking roast battle. I usually say no, but Jeremiah asked, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, why not? Be fine.
Yeah.
I find roasts like I stopped doing them for a while because I was doing too many of them, and it's like
Started
feels like a
becoming all
waste
your
of
stuff.
yeah. Just well, it feels like a waste of time. It's like well, I could be writing real jokes. Like you can't really reuse roast jokes. Like in set, you can't add those to your set usually.
I don't know. One of the best ones I had said about me. I say it on stage a lot now.
Oh, for sure, yeah. But like you could get a little material out of it. But like I'm talking
Yeah.
about the material you're writing for other
Oh
people.
yeah, for someone else.
It's like
yeah.
I'm just wasting writing.
Yeah.
time.
I mean, I guess you could use
So
it if like,
roast
someone
battle,
heckles
don't
you or
even hit
something,
him up.
But
True. I don't mind.
You know,
it. It's just
it'll
in
be my- this
Omaha
is-
they do them a lot.
Yeah.
oh, dude, yeah, this is my first. So I'm excited.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
say-
It'll be fun.
The,
Are you on it?
No.
Pussy.
Eric is a full-time podcaster.
Yeah. It's because I don't vomit into the mic.
Oh, speaking of which, let's talk about that story. Not
Oh, yeah.
vomiting into the mic. Yeah, but let's talk about
Yeah,
that.
so our lovely producer over there, JP, he had a birthday party not that long ago.
He turned 104.
Yeah,
Been dominating since 1908.
he was also very excited about his queso and his French fries that he
Yeah,
bought.
yeah. So you can't forget about the French fries, dude.
Yeah,
So-
literally everybody. He would show everybody the food and be like, "This is my queso." He would speak English until he said queso, and then he would make sure he
He
reiterated.
actually would put on a sombrero to say it. It was wild.
Yeah, he also danced. It was very strange.
He had a trumpet in his hand.
And a really big acoustic guitar.
He also fought a bull every time. It was very strange. Yeah, but then, and
The
every,
person in the apartment below is pissed.
The mole man.
Sounds like there's horses running around up there. It's a bull. Fuck you.
and then he was very much adamant about letting everybody know that he had French fries, 2 different kinds, and he wanted everyone to eat them.
Yeah.
It was almost too much.
It was kind of, it got to the,
He
it,
said French fries, and I was like, oh, I forgot to eat my taco.
you need my taco.
Anyway, please continue.
Yeah, and then our Mr. Bub over here,
Yeah.
Bubba over here,
I got super fucked up. It was a good time.
he got hammered.
I did. I got really hammered.
Hammered.
I drove myself over there, did not drive myself home.
Yeah.
We went over there, we started drinking, celebrating goddamn JP's birthday, and I was at that point where I was like, I either need to completely quit and drink water for like 4 hours. And then I just looked at Matt and I go, how do you feel about driving me home? And he goes, I'll drive you home. And I was like, fuck yeah. And then I drank like 10 beers in like 30 minutes. And I was like, ah.
Yeah. Then on the ride home, me and Eric are chatting. I don't know for how long, and then all of a sudden it goes silent.
Maybe 3 minutes.
Yeah. It goes silent.
Because also we were leaving, and I was like, I'm definitely like, you know that thing where you're like, you're drunk, but you're like, I don't think I'm that fucked up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I was definitely at that. We get in Matt's car. He starts driving, and I just go, oh, no. I was just like, I'm really fucked up. And it's like what, a 30-minute drive
Easily, yeah.
from where the party was at back to my house, and I was like, this is gonna be a long trip, and I just fucking.
Yeah, he. Yeah, we were chatting, and then just out cold, and then he's snoring here and there,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, and then out of nowhere I hear some weird noise. I can only explain as like a cat being choked to death, and
I was watching porn.
and I look over, and Eric's cheeks are filled. They're fully. I'm like, what the fuck? And then his eyes are still closed, by the way. Eyes closed. And then he reaches over. It's like he knew where the cup was ahead of time. And he grabbed the McDonald's cup that was empty in my cup holder. And then he lets it all out. And then 5 seconds later, he's got more.
Oh,
And then
did I?
Yeah, you puked the second time.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't remember
And
that.
then you were going to put it back in the cup holder. And I said, no, throw that out the window.
Oh, I don't remember going because I remember thinking like, all right, now I need to throw this out the window.
Yeah.
But yeah. It was, also,
And then he went back to sleep.
But I need you to say, what did you call it when you said you puked in your mouth?
a pro move.
No. Earlier, you said you used a very specific term. Like when you puked in your mouth and you caught it in your mouth. Started with a B.
Boofed?
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
just trying to bounce the off.
No.
Wait.
I got a point. I got somewhere I'm going with
okay.
this. You guys were both calling it. You were like, "Oh, he boofed in his mouth."
Yeah, dude,
Right? You kept saying,
That's my favorite thing to call throwing up. Is like, dude, I boofed last night.
Well, boofing is.
You
the
know
end.
what?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
doing drugs.
"Oh, I was
yeah.
just making sure you knew that was rectal."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
That's.
I was like, "That's hilarious."
I just
You
think
guys
it's
don't
way-
That's
know
his.
that.
That's his EMT brain.
Yeah, I just think it's way funnier to tell people like, dude, I boofed last night. They go, what? I'm like, yeah, I threw up a bunch. Because also then it sounds like a little kid explaining vomiting, like, I boofed.
I froed up.
I froed up. Mom, I froed up.
Dude, that is the worst. My daughter did that a couple of times. Or she
Yeah.
like I see it's like 3 a.m. and she's
Yeah.
like, I froed up, and I'm like, oh.
You're like, fuck.
Because like now it's on top of like me having to clean up puke, which makes me want to puke.
Yeah.
I also have a fucking sick kid now. Fuck.
I figured you wouldn't have, like, that wouldn't bother you
So
with, like, the EMT
Yeah.
stuff.
vomit and shit really get to me.
Yeah.
But nothing else. I mean, I could see your head's chopped off. Like no, like the gore stuff didn't bother me. Blood didn't bother me.
Yeah.
But it's like
Smells.
this. It's the smell of like vomit and shit, like homeless shit.
Do you know how I know I couldn't be in the medical? So, like, my whole, like, all the women in my family were in the nursing field. And then I have, like, a bunch of cousins that have all went into it. So it's like one of the few career paths a lot of people take in my family.
Mm-hmm.
And they're always like, you should do that too. And I'm like, for one, way too dumb. Like, I'm not passing those college classes. Like, because my really smart cousin went and he's like, dude, this shit's hard. Like, he did it, but he's like, I have to, like, study and shit. And I'm like, nah, dude, not me.
Now I'm gonna tell jokes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little funny boy. I'm gonna find 2 other fat guys and hang out with them and be a little funny boy. And but dude, it'll gross me out sometimes, like cleaning other people's food off of a plate.
No.
Like,
That's
Wait.
insane. What do you
That's-
mean?
like I was a dishwasher for one night at a restaurant in my hometown. They like called me. I like knew the family, and they're like, "Hey, our dishwasher fell through last minute. Can you come and just like help us tonight?"
Yeah, but was it a place that was sitting there for a couple hours, or was it right off the table, right into the?
I don't know.
Because there's a difference.
However long it takes to gather, I don't know. It's my only restaurant experience, so like I don't fully understand the full process. They just put me in a basement. And they were like, wash dishes, boy." So,
Oh, because like dishes in the sink that have been sitting there for a couple days.
no, it wasn't that
horrendous.
because it was
Oh,
like
yeah.
restaurant, but it was like stuff would come down. I'm like, this is so fucking gross. I'm like, I can't.
I've washed dishes in a restaurant before. I get where you're coming from on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the it's just food.
Yeah.
Right? It's not, but like you're thinking about like, oh, these people drooled all over this shit. and
Yeah.
fucking- yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah,
I was like,
I get
That
kind of
doesn't
being
bother me. You know,
Yeah.
because I was a janitor for 10 years.
Oh,
and
sure.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I hated wearing. They were like, "Yeah, just wear gloves," and I just hated wearing gloves because my hands would sweat so much.
Yeah.
So I was just a disgusting animal.
Yeah, then you got to
Like-
get the gloves that have the powder on the inside of them.
No, I didn't wear gloves.
Well, I'm saying if you do and you're trying to, they sell them where they have like the powder,
Yeah.
and then you take them off, and then your hands feel like
Yeah.
like that chalk.
silicone-y.
Yeah, you're like, what is? I feel like I now have cancer.
Yeah, I used to. I had gloves too for the same reason. So like, there was a lot of medical calls that I went on that I didn't wear gloves. I was like, you guys look
That
like
seems
decent.
something you should be wearing gloves
Yeah.
for.
Yeah,
He's
well,
like,
I mean,
"You
if
can't
I'm
get
there,
aged
if I'm there
twice."
because you have shoulder pain, right? Like I'm not, and I don't really need to touch you. Like, what am I putting gloves on for? If I walk
Yeah.
into, like, it's a nice neighborhood and I walk in, it's a nice house.
Yeah.
I'm not putting gloves on to tell you to get on the stretcher.
If I walk up and I go, this is a big house. Leave the gloves
Yeah,
in the
well,
truck.
you know, like if you walk in and the house looks clean, you're
Yeah.
you're just like, okay, like you take care of yourself, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Now,
Meanwhile,
if I have
if
to,
I was
like-
in South Austin, I'm definitely wearing gloves.
Well, there are some trailers that I've been in by the airport that I wore a bodysuit. You know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit.
He walks in a hazmat suit. The full. He has a rebreather system. Some guy
I
just
am your
really.
father.
Some guy's just really high. He just called because he's panicked and he's like, Darth Vader's in my house.
They're
Fuck.
here.
Oh, dude, did I ever tell you about the time my partner suplexed a patient off the porch?
I don't think you have.
Dude, so I was partners.
Also, are any of these stories going to get anyone in trouble that you're constantly telling on the phone? Because that sounds like something that would come up in a lawsuit.
Right? Yeah.
I was suplexed off of a porch by a fucking.
it's
By an
been long
EMT
enough.
while the other EMT laughed hysterically.
He pulled out his phone and he yelled, "Fucking World Star!"
Well, so I used to be partners with the guy. He was the head wrestling coach at UT because
Okay.
UT has a club program. They don't have an official like. They're
Really?
not a Division I team in wrestling. They wrestle
Really?
like JUCO teams. Yeah.
Okay.
So he was their head coach, and it was fun. Like I was still actively training at the time, so we were like, dude, I dare a patient to swing on us.
Dude, let's go beat the fuck out of people in our fucking ambulance. They're going down.
So
to
we get excited to every call to a trailer park.
Well, we get a call for somebody high on K2. And
You were like-
K2, well, so we get it just said it said altered mental status, and his mom had called because her son was.
He
being
looks
crazy.
over at his part.
He's putting the fucking shit on his eyebrows.
Well, so we get there, and this mom is like, he's acting crazy, right? And right now he's just standing on the porch normal. He's like, acting crazy. I don't know what's going on. He's being real violent. And so my partner stays out there with him, and I go in and I search his room, and I find K2, and I'm like, oh, well, okay, that solves the problem.
It's like labeled on the bag.
It was called potpourri, is what it was really called. They sold it. It literally on the package said not for like human consumption, and you could buy it at like head shops.
Oh, okay.
And so, as I walk out, this kid had gotten agitated again, and like I see my partner like standing there, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" Like something's about to happen. This kid just looks at him and goes, "Hoo-ah," and fucking just swings at him, and my partner just goes, "Whoop." Boom, and they just both fly off the porch into the grass. That was like a foot and a half porch.
Yeah.
It wasn't high, but now they're both. He's holding him fucking down, right? And there's an emergency button. There's a bright orange button on all public radios if you look at them.
Yeah.
And that's the emergency button. You push that, and it immediately triggers basically every cop in the precinct to start hauling balls your way, right? That
Yeah.
it tells the dispatcher to do that. So I push my fucking button because we're holding this psycho down, right? He's like fighting us, and we finally get him pinned down. And bro, it's been like 7 minutes. And like
he's still going.
that response is supposed to be within like the first cop should be there within 30 seconds. And then all of a sudden this fucking cop rolls up, doesn't even have his lights on. He's a fucking airport cop.
He's finishing
Right?
his podcast.
Or he's a school cop. Yeah. Dude, he like gets up and I see him, he's like putting himself on scene on his laptop and he's like doing shit. And like he gets out of his car and I looked at him like he's like, wait, we got it now, dude. What the fuck? What are you doing? And he's like, and then as he's trying to talk, I hear, woo, and like 20 cops fly onto the street all at the same fucking time. Get out, start sprinting, and I was like, "Those are cops." And they get over, and this dude's huffing and puffing. He goes, "Bro," he goes, "we were at shift change. Every single cop in the city was at headquarters for shift change. They were 10 minutes away. They made it in 7. It's pretty decent, actually, in the city. That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
And so they, like, cuff this guy and fucking take him. And I was like, well, I'm glad he didn't have a fucking gun, guys.
Yeah.
Maybe we should stagger shift change? Maybe? What the fuck?
Yeah, you
so for
think-
10 minutes every day, it's the purge? Is that what I just heard?
Yeah, dude, I remember in my hometown, everyone knew that there was no cops on duty after a certain time. So from like 2 a.m. to 8 a.m., there was just nothing.
Really?
So, yeah, unless you were out like on the highway where the highway patrol was at, there was no city, no county cops on duty.
That's insane.
So everyone would run amok in those hours. Like if you wanted to go, especially like do like ding dong ditch, light fireboxes or light fireworks in mailboxes, like all that kind of stuff.
You know, felonies.
You know, whatever
If
other
you wanted to hurt people,
other people were doing, not me. I was a good little boy.
You know, B&E.
Yeah.
Dude, that was to say, our hometown, we had 1,200 people in my hometown.
Yeah.
And there was one cop.
Yeah.
So if you saw him working in the morning during the school hours,
He was off at night.
you knew at fucking 7
Yeah.
o'clock there wasn't nobody in town.
Yeah.
And the only thing we'd every once in a while get a county sheriff that would drive through town.
Yeah.
But he would just drive down Main Street and fucking
Yeah, but
leave.
he'd be like, I see no fires. We're good.
You're 2 blocks away watching him drive by, fucking breaking into somebody's house.
Yeah. Yeah, well, like, because we were the county seat, so we had, like, the most cops, and we had, like, 5. And then all of our surrounding towns, it was, like, 200 people, 600 people. So they were all the same way. It was like, yeah, we have, like, a day shift cop. He comes in at 8. He leaves at 6. Like, nothing. So we would go and fuck around in those towns all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, sometimes they started just, like, parking an empty cop car.
Dude, they do that in our neighborhood all the fucking time.
Yeah, just being like, there's a presence, and you're like, they didn't even put a doll in it. It's just an empty, and then it wouldn't move for months.
Yep.
So after like the first day, everyone's like, oh, there's the empty cop car.
When so they do that in our neighborhood. They park it like right on the other side of the stop sign.
Yeah.
And I tried to get everybody to stop at it.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what I would do if I was a cop? I'd drop that motherfucker off. I'd leave it for a week. And then I'd go sit in it on day 8 and fucking pull everybody
Run
over.
over, yeah.
Because eventually everybody's just like, oh, they're just running the stop sign on purpose to like fucking be like, oh, that's...
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
say-" and then just pull everybody over.
Yeah.
Yeah, he moved it to by me
Yeah.
recently.
It's in his neighbor's driveway. It's just watching Matt at all times.
Dude, imagine if you were somebody that was like crazy, you know, like tinfoil hat crazy, and all of a sudden you just started seeing empty cop cars parked in your house's vicinity.
Fuck.
Does anybody else see those helicopters?
Dude, have you guys seen the guys that they go and they buy drones and then they just like fly around in like crackhead hotels or like motels?
Yeah, and then wait for them to get like throw something at the drone.
Yeah, and they just keep fucking with them for hours. They're just like, how, how.
Those are
Love
very
those.
entertaining videos.
Oh, I love it.
You remember bum fights?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bum fights was
You'd pay a
the
couple of bums to
shit.
fight each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the guy from Bum Fights went on Dr. Phil's show and dressed up as Dr. Phil.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So like Dr. Phil like brought him on being like, you're exploiting people and that's not right. And he just dressed up as Dr. Phil and he's like, you do the same thing. But I'm paying them, so I'm actually better than you. Legend.
Oh, remember Girls Gone Wild?
Yeah.
Those commercials were on all the fucking
On Comedy Central.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Late night Comedy Central. Remember when that guy got arrested for, wasn't it like human trafficking or something? The guy who ran
Epstein?
Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah,
I don't remember that at all,
I
but
know,
I don't.
Yeah.
I knew
did
he got
years. He did
charged with
time.
something. I just didn't know what it was.
Yeah, he got probably underage stuff. And,
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially like colleges and shit. You
Mhm.
can
Yeah.
fucking like juniors and seniors in high school sneaking out to parties.
But also
Yeah.
back then when that was on, I must have been like 12.
yeah,
So and it was they didn't show tits,
But
but
it was
they
so
showed
hot.
just enough.
everything
Yeah.
but the nipple.
Yes.
It was just like,
uh-huh.
God.
Yeah.
Two girls
Oh.
making out in a trailer. Oh my god.
So
Did
my
you ever go to a college party like as a high schooler?
no.
Okay. Yeah. Say I didn't either. It was like one of those things that you'd hear about like one kid did, and you're like, how the fuck? And they're like, yeah, my older brother's in a frat or whatever. Yeah.
No, you didn't have friends.
No.
Well, talking about blurred boobs and showing everything, but we're going to
Brent just goes,
bypass
"Never
that.
mind."
That's fine. That was sad. My wife and I watched Happy Gilmore last night, the original one,
Oh yeah.
to get ready to watch Happy Gilmore 2.
Mhm.
And first of all, fucking holds up.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
it's
The
been-
old
I
one?
died
Yeah,
the
yeah,
whole time. And as we were watching it, like I had all these memories coming back because I was like, I probably saw it in 98 or 99 when I was like 12-ish.
Yeah.
And so like we were watching it, and I remember when the first time you see that scene where he's like trying to go to his happy place and the lady walks out in the fucking lingerie.
Yeah.
I remember as a 12-year-old that being the hottest fucking thing I'd
Oh,
ever
yeah.
seen, you know? And then when he signs the girl's boobs, I looked at my wife and I was like, dude, 12-year-old me beat it so many times to the scene right here.
Oh yeah.
Fucking pausing the VCR.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that brings me back. That brings me around to like, what's the first movie you ever remember watching where you were like, you saw something that you were like, holy fuck, that's hot. Like the first time you saw a boob on. Do you remember
Oh.
the movie?
Terminator 1.
All right.
Yeah.
Because
So
they're in the motel and she just like has her tits out. And I was like, you could do that on TV?
yeah. So Friday the 13th. I think the original one, the first scene, they're just fucking in a tent.
Yeah, all
Like the opening scene.
Dude, all the like 80s horror movies were just like softcore pornos.
Oh yeah.
Where everyone died at the end.
Yeah. Oh, and then also, I must have been like 4 or 5, and I would wake up in the middle of the night and just watch TV. And I remember one time is when I first watched like softcore porn.
Yep.
Where they had it on like HBO or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was
Yeah.
the first time I saw fucking.
So mine was this movie called No Way Out. It was like a thriller movie.
Yeah.
But these like in the very beginning of it, this lady has sex with a dude in a limo. And
Oh,
so you
okay.
see legs, everything up to here obviously, and then you
Yeah.
can see boobs and everything. Dude, I was like, that was my fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also, so we would have we had cable, but so we wouldn't get channel 2 and 3 or 3 and 4, sorry, because those were like HBO and Stars.
Oh, okay.
But at night, if you turn it to that channel, it would come in kind
Fuzzy?
of. It'd be like fuzzy and,
then
like
you
have
would
weird
get- you would
lines
get
going through
three-
it.
Yeah.
You would get 2 seconds.
Yeah, you'll be like see clean boob, and you're just like, oh my
Yes.
god.
Yeah.
But I mean, and literally, so you'd be going at it, and then you'd wait for that like 1 or 2 seconds, and then you'd finish.
Yep, it was just over.
Yeah.
You're probably too young for that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, you always had porn.
And you know what's what? It was channel 69 in New York.
That's
Swear to God.
That's hilarious.
Somebody did that on purpose.
That's
Oh, yeah.
fucking great.
Yeah.
That was definitely an Italian mafia guy.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
one time I I found a dirty movie in my dad's like room, like
Yeah.
like a VHS tape. So I'd sneak in and I'd fucking steal it. Well, like whenever I was home from school and watch it, and then I got caught
Yeah.
because I didn't rewind it to the right spot. Which also means my dad was watching that movie enough to know what spot he had finished at.
Your dad was like, dude, this movie's way past 10 minutes. I never make it that long.
Oh yeah, I found my father's Playboy magazines. He had a crate full of them in his closet, and at the bottom of the crate, he had all mine and my sister's teeth. It was such a
The
weird.
scariest thing.
I know.
This might be the best example of why you are the way you are.
That's fucking hilarious.
I went in the closet looking for his gun, and I find porn.
And you found porn and teeth.
You're like, uh-oh,
What? And a gun. Your dad was a serial killer.
those weren't your teeth.
Those teeth were never there again because I looked, so it's
Yeah.
possible. But he said, "Oh yeah, they're your and your sister's teeth. I like to collect them." I was like, "Okay."
I had a friend's dad who he had a bathroom in his bedroom, and I discovered he had like a shelf above the toilet that had Hustlers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those were
That
the
was
best.
insane, dude. When I discovered a Hustler magazine,
Is that the first
I
time
was
you
like,
saw a pussy? Is it the first time you saw a vagina?
you see vagina in Playboy, but it wasn't. They weren't
Not like
legs
that.
open. Yeah. That was. I was just like, well, that's how I knew I was straight that day. I was like, that's the most
Yeah.
beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, you know what's great though? My father had like all the old magazines. They were like he had like Vanna White. He had
Crazy. I forgot. Yeah.
I want to say Pam Anderson was in there too.
Oh, yeah, for
I
sure.
forgot who else,
Yeah.
but like famous.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
at one point he was because the reason why he discovered it is because my father just has everything put a certain way, and like I said, didn't put it back properly.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah,
so
yeah.
The
he was like-
pages were sticking together.
And then at one point he was just like, "Come here, let me show you." And then he's like, "This." He just named all these celebrities, and he knew where they were and everything.
He had them
He's like,
alphabetized.
These are categorically.
Yeah.
They could have been. I don't know.
I was about to lot my brain. I had a stroke there for a second. I was like, these are categorically.
These are in order by which ones make me the hardest. Yeah, dude, I remember whenever I was little, both of my uncles were both like divorced and like single, and they owned an electrical company. So it was just them and a bunch of like other blue collar dudes that all worked together. So in their garage, like where they parked the work vans, it was just nothing but like horny fucking posters all over the walls.
Yep.
And I remember being in there with them whenever I was like 4, and they're like making me rate which asses I liked the best and stuff like
Nice.
that. And my mom came out and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And they're like, "We got to make sure he's not gay, dude."
Gotta make sure your boy's not a queer.
Yeah. And looking back, I'm like, that was probably really fucked up.
Yeah, that's weird.
But in them, I was like, I love going out there and being like, the
That
fucking
one.
that redhead's hot, dude. Didn't know that changed the wiring in me forever.
I found a magazine in one of my friend's brother's room
Yeah.
that was Voluptuous Vixens.
Nice.
And it was like
Nice.
thick chicks with the biggest fucking natural titties you'd ever seen. And I was like, they come like this too? I was like, this
Whoa,
is
what?
insane. And then I got caught when dial-up first came out. We first got the internet.
Yeah.
I got caught looking at porn because I didn't know how to clear the browser history. I hadn't learned that yet. The internet was brand new, bro. You didn't know,
It hits every 14-year-old boy the same, dude. You go,
I used to
you
print.
go, well, I hit
pictures.
exit out.
Dude, I would print like bubble jet printer print out pictures of boobs.
Same. Yeah.
Dude, pickhunter.com. To this day, they still have a website. It was the very first fucking. You could click on. They had a huge, like thousands of pictures. You click,
Yeah.
see them.
Dude,
And I would go on Ask Jeeves and do my search.
Yes.
dude, I
Alta
remember
Vista was my jam.
I remember
Nice.
just going on Google and typing in boobs.
Yeah.
Like
Didn't work. Didn't work.
it
back
did
in the
work.
day.
Oh, and then
it
also-
worked so well for me, dude.
Yeah,
piece
not
of
for
shit.
us.
Fucking young buck, dude.
My mom pick up the phone and then fucking everything's gone. Be like, bitch.
Oh yeah, I remember one time I was, you print the picture out and it would take fucking 40 minutes to print, and so I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for this picture to come out. We're only halfway through, and then my mother walks
You
in the
hear
door.
the door?
Yes.
Oh,
And then so I had
no.
to. You press the printer, and then it just prints out what's there. So I just had tits and a face, which is all I needed. But I wanted the whole thing.
It'd
Right,
be so much
but-
funnier if it was just like legs up until right there, and your mom finds it, it's like, he has a foot thing. That sucks.
You know what I found out? My parents also, they used to, we had a small town library.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so-
I'm sorry. I found that picture like 10 years later. I was
still
cleaning
jerking
my
off
room.
to it to
Well,
this
yeah.
day.
I had folded it up in my desk, and it like fell behind the drawers.
Yep.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
found it one time when I was cleaning it.
That's hilarious.
Dude, that was the most
Still
New
held up.
York. That was the most New York sounding thing that you ever
I was
said.
wondering if you were going to say it.
It just
the
fell
way you
behind the
said that.
drawers.
Drawers. Fell behind the drawers, you know?
Yeah.
That's like JP only saying queso.
Guess so.
You only pronounce one word, New York style.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Oh.
at first I thought you were talking about underwear, saying like draws.
So my parents used to send me like to the library all the time because
Yeah.
they had like computers you could use and shit like that.
So they could fuck while you were away.
That's what I found. I did. They send me to the library like twice a week. I was like, they really care about my fucking like education, I guess. And then years later, I found out that was code for we're gonna fuck. I
Yeah.
was like, what?
Dude, I remember in high school, my move to like have an excuse to go away with the chick I was dating was to tell my parents I was going fishing. So it was just like, it became kind of like like all my buddies started using it, like, oh yeah, we're like going fishing, and then you just go out to the pond and like fuck whoever you're dating. And I didn't realize that it was so blatantly clear that my parents just knew what was happening the whole time until like my first year in college. I was home one time, and the lake I used to fish at all the time, me and one of my buddies went out there to go duck hunting. And didn't see anything, whatever. So we got back to my parents' house, and we were just kind of like popping in before we went and did something else. So we like pop in, whatever. My dad's like, "Oh, you guys like get any ducks out there?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "There wasn't really anything out there." And he's like, "Oh, well, like, did you used to see a lot of ducks out there? Like, I mean, you went out there a lot all throughout high school." And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, you know, like sometimes whatever." And he's like, "Yeah, I mean, you were always fishing out there, and I just figure you probably should know if there's ducks there or not." And it, like, my buddy got what was happening before I did, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know, man, and like just kind of trying to like move through, and my buddy just stops and like locks eyes with me and is like, "Oh, this is what's happening." Like he figured, he's like, "Fuck," and my dad's like, "Yeah, I mean, you're just fishing out there all the time," and I finally just go like, Jesus Christ. And I'm in the kitchen there in the living room. My dad's just like hollering over. And I'm just like, all right. And then like I was like, all right, well, we're leaving now. And my dad just yells, "Yeah, get out of here. Me and your mom gotta go fishing." And I was like, ah.
Well played, sir.
I was like, fuck.
Excellent, Mr. Biggs.
Dude, my buddy, we got back in his car and he just cried laughing for like 15 minutes, just like out of breath, being like, "He said he's gonna fuck your mom." Yes. And I was just like, fuck, dude.
That's fucking hilarious.
It's on me. I didn't always take a tackle box whenever I went fishing. I would go and sometimes we'd get out there and we'd be like, "Oh, I didn't bring any fishing gear. It's just sitting in my dad's garage still." This probably isn't playing out too well of like my clever little thing I'm doing.
What about, did you ever get caught having sex and get like yelled at? What was it? How'd you get caught the first time? Trust me, mine's going to be just as bad.
So, I got burnt, right?
Literally.
I got second-degree burns on like 27% of my body,
I did not know that.
like a month before I started college.
Okay.
So I got really fucked up, had to go to the hospital, had like the wraps, bandages, and this and that, and all that other shit.
Right.
And so I just like lived in the living room because I had to like sleep in a chair for a while.
I had a motorcycle accident. I had like road rash on like 50% of my body. It's the same thing. I lived in it. Oh, fuck, that sucks.
Yeah.
I know exactly how bad that was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was. If I ever catch on fire again, I will shoot myself. 100%. Like, but anyways, so it'd been a while. Like I was getting like pretty healed up. My girlfriend at the time kept on coming by and like would hang out with me because I just had to sit there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, I was like, I'm feeling good enough. I was like, no one's home. Why don't we? So we were in the middle of having sex, and my parents always parked in the garage. So I was like, well, I'll hear the garage door first. For some reason, my mom got into the house very quick. She must have had her fast glasses on. So I just see the door opening, coming into the house from the garage. I'm butt naked, and I just go, and I just sprint. I just leave her there and sprint into my bedroom and shut the door.
Is she still naked?
Yes.
You leave her there?
I fully abandoned her.
What a chivalrous move.
Dude, I was just like, every man for themselves.
Imagine, dude, hey, Eric's wife. if there's ever an emergency, you're gonna need to look out for yourself.
just don't be naked during the middle of it. I'll abandon you, apparently. But so she, I guess, I ran into the bedroom, she ran into the bathroom, or vice versa, whatever it was. But we fucking split, and then I was like, all right. So I like put on some clothes, and I come out. Well, as I was running into wherever I went, I smacked my arm really hard against the door. So it was then like hurting really bad. So then I tried to like calmly and like chilly come back out and like sit down. I was like, hey, Mom, can I have some more Aleve? My arm kind of hurts. And my mom just goes, bet it does. Dude, there she got saying I was like, I don't think I can ever come to your house again. What? She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I was like, I don't know. You should have ran faster.
You should have had your fast glasses on.
Yeah. Put your fast glasses on next time, bitch.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Dude, so
I
mine.
think we'll tell yours, but I think mine's gonna beat both of yours.
Okay.
Okay. Mine.
Do we got time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, weird. So mine, me and my girlfriend in high school. I was like, I would have been a junior, so I was 16. We were having sex. My mom was gone. She wasn't supposed to get home for like an hour, so we're having sex on my floor in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Which is, it goes door to the house, kitchen, my bedroom.
Yeah.
And so we're having sex, and I hear the door open, and I go, fuck. So I jump up, I run in, I grab my clothes, and I run straight across the hall into the bathroom so I didn't get seen. My girlfriend throws all of her clothes on. I take care of everything. I get dressed. I walk out. I think, well, fucking, we're golden.
Yeah.
Perfect. Nobody knows. My sister's running around. So we're hanging out in the living room, and I hear my sister walk out of the bathroom, and she goes, "What's this?" And I instantly knew what had happened. I forgot to flush the condom down the toilet. So my sister walks out holding a condom
Out of the toilet?
out of the bathroom. No. It was I fucking left it on the sink.
How old's your
apparently.
sister?
He threw it on the
My
counter.
sister's probably 7 or 8. She's got no idea
no.
what
Oh,
it
so
is,
she's
right?
way younger.
Literally doesn't know. She's just like, "What's this?" Is a real
This
fucking
was a scarring
question.
moment for her.
And my mom sees it.
Is your sister a comic?
So I don't even know if she remembers. I'll have to ask her this. Dude, I see my mom sees it and then looks at me, and I was like, "Oh no!"
I'm in
And
so much.
She sat me and my girlfriend down and like gave us a fucking talking to,
Yeah.
and that was the most awkward thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
Dude, but also, you were using condoms.
I was.
Yeah,
I was.
no,
I
you
did
were-
say actually.
you
Dude,
were
I've
doing
always
the
been a
right
smart
thing.
ass because after we were done and my girlfriend left, I was like, "Hey, Mom, here's a condom, though."
Yeah.
She was like, "Fucking stop it!" She like chuckled. I was like, "Ah."
Yeah, because I remember whenever I was in whenever I was in college, I was like talking to my mom one time, and I like made a comment about like running around like sleeping with chicks and stuff. Whatever, like not like talk, but just kind of like made like a joking comment in passing, and she's like, "Yeah, you know, you weren't always as sly as you thought, because I remember your grandma asking if we needed to get you a pack of condoms for your birthday one year." And she's like, I had to tell her, like, no, I think he's probably taking care of that himself. We don't need to condone this. Because my mom hated all of my girlfriends. But, all right, what was yours?
So I got caught by my father and my sister.
Ooh.
So we had a party. My sister and I and my parents were like to just let us every once in a while have a party.
Yeah.
And I must have been like 18, 19. And I was banging my sister's friend. And my room smelled like BO because I was a dirtbag. And I was
Yeah.
like, I'm just going to fuck in my sister's room. Yeah.
Dirtbag.
Yeah, it was.
Dirtbag.
And then, we're fucking. And I lock her door.
Yeah.
And then I hear someone trying to get in. It wound up being my sister trying to get in.
Yeah.
And she's like, why the fuck is my door locked? And then I get my clothes on, and I was like, I don't hear anything for a while. So I was like, yeah, let's just go back at it. And then she winds up getting my father and getting the key, and they come in, and I'm like, oh. And this fucking girl pretends like she doesn't know where she is.
Like she makes it look like you're just assaulting
Yes,
her.
I swear to God, she goes, "Oh my God, where am I? Where am I?" I was like, "Shut the fuck up."
You know exactly where you are. You've been taking this mediocre dick for minutes.
Yes, for sure.
Oh, that's so funny.
But that was one of the maddest I've ever seen my father. My father was so
Walking in your
fucking.
sister's room.
He just walked in and the chick was acting like she was being assaulted. He should be. Should be like, what the fuck, dude?
Imagine if he walked in and she said that and he was like, "Shut up. Look at what you're wearing. Nothing, of course."
Have you ever walked in on a sibling having sex?
No.
No.
Yeah, I walked in on my sister.
No.
Yeah, my younger sister. Thank God I didn't see anything. They had a blanket on, but it was still
But still, you knew what was going on.
100%. Yeah, we had a back room, and there was a TV back there and a couch.
Yeah.
So they would hang out, or like I would bring a girl back there and hang out. Yeah. So they hung out. I had to get my laptop at one time, and I texted my sister. I was like, "Hey, can you grab my could you put my laptop over here so I can go grab it?"
Yeah.
And she didn't answer. And instead
She
of
was
just
getting
instead of
plowed.
taking that as a hint, I walk in the back room.
Yeah.
I open the door. I get back there to go to the couch, and my sister's riding this guy.
Oh, I don't like the way you said that.
Oh yeah, take the riding part out.
No.
My sister was on top
On
of this
that
guy.
note,
Eric Biggs comedy. Everything I got going on will be there.
well, we got the yeah.
Yeah, we know who the
Oh,
is.
yeah, it's you.
I know.
That was still too hard of
know.
a start.
Yeah. You were gonna let me get out of it though, and I took responsibility for it.
Yeah.
I
that's-
think my moves there, me letting you do that. I think that grants me non-us status for a couple episodes.
you're pushing on
No.
trying to get the so
No.
hard right now.
No.
All right,
But-
Matthew Terror Comedy on all socials. Make sure you follow Two Bubs One Podcast on all socials. Make sure you rate, review, comment, all that stuff. You act like a real right now, Brent.
I'm already what's the matter?
Exactly. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Brent Bradley comedy on all platforms as well. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Hell yeah.